over here in the bottom right-hand corner, we have our hero, mapReGuice. He's going to be spawning as the red Zerg. And, you know, I actually can't remember this map, but, you know, it doesn't matter because we see the GLHF from our blue hero, Terran, RockyMilis. You know, I call him the hero Terran, but really, the real hero here is mapReGuice. He's the one who sent me this replay. mapReGuice, I believe this is a ladder game, so, mapReGuice, a bronze level player, soon to be silver, working his way up there. mapReGuice fighting. But anyways, we are just going to see a pretty standard play right now. It doesn't look like anything too cheesy is going on. mapReGuice getting that Overlord out, making them drones. RockyMilis doing the same with those SCVs. A little bit interesting, he is deciding not to do a wall off over here. He is instead deciding to make a supply depot down here rather than over by the ramp. Generally, you do see players tend to wall off their ramp with their initial supply depots and barracks to prevent Zerglings from just running in and, you know, really just running rampant during the when your army is out of position. But doesn't look like RockyMilis here is really too concerned about that. He's going to be throwing down this barracks all the way down here, and you know, it's a bit of an interesting decision, and we'll have to see if it ends up paying off for him. But anyways, it looks like mapReGuice is going to be sending out this drone. He's going to go for the 15 hatchery. That is a bit more of an economic play. You do get just a little bit more of an economic advantage at the cost of delaying your spawning pool. So you aren't as prepared for those cheeses that might be coming out, but as we can see here, mapReGuice did get a full scout. He saw nothing too cheesy was coming on. He does know that, you know, there aren't any proxy barracks or anything going on, and looks like there is going to be a 15 pool, 15 gas, and likely you're just going to see the spawning pool come down as soon as he gets the money for it. The reason why this build is actually really commonly done and works out great, and there we see the spawning pool going down. Actually, the drone's still holding 5 more minerals. I really hope that doesn't come back to haunt him. mapReGuice hopefully won't end up the game and be 5 minerals short of a hatchery. But I'm just kidding. I'm very unlikely. But as I was saying, you get this gas at the exact right time so that when your drones start mining from it, you'll have exactly 100 mineral gas to get the Zergling speed. So as we can see here, he's building up that gas, and hopefully he'll get the Zergling speed right when that comes up. You know, RockyMilis getting that full scout off, does see the gas, does know that there are going to be speedlings out. This is not a Spanishiwa style build, which is the one the Zerga tends to just go without any gas whatsoever, and you know, for a very, very long time, and then suddenly throws down all 4 of his gas geysers. So RockyMilis is gonna know that he has to be wary of speedlings, keeping these Marines at the ramp. Does actually see his drone, but decides not really to pick it off right now. But, oh, looks like there he is gonna... Nope. His Marine buddy is saying, hey, that drone there. You know, maybe placing bets on who's gonna get the final kill count. It looks like the left Marine did end up getting his kill count. He will be able to treat his family to a dinner. Although I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this guy has a family. Maybe back home if he can survive the war, but we'll have to see if he does survive the war. As we do see 4 Zerglings moving out. You know, these 3 Marines moving out as well, and I do believe these 3 Marines will be able to handle these 4 Zerglings. So mapReGuice has to be careful. He wants to keep that Zergling count high, and oh no! Oh my god, mapReGuice on the move command for a bit too long, ends up passing the Zerglings and then coming back. Does manage to snipe one of those Marines, but you know, not entirely the ideal position. mapReGuice overreacting maybe just a little bit. He is pulling both of his queens out to the bottom to defend. I think that just one queen would probably work just fine. Maybe just wants to be careful. Not sure if there are going to be any reinforcing Marines. You know, he is losing Overlords, doesn't want to take the risk of losing a queen, so can't blame him too much for that. But as we do see here, RockyMilis clearly not intending to do too much damage. And oh my god, that is actually quite a few Zerglings. So, you know, I think mapReGuice might have overreacted. As we can see here, RockyMilis not really intending to put on a huge amount of pressure with that push. He does just have all of his Marines sitting over here. We do see that bunker going down. That's actually really indicative that RockyMilis is intending to possibly expand in the near future, or maybe he just wants mapReGuice to think that he's going to expand. Either way, defensive bunker that does mean that he will have 100 minerals invested in this bunker. That's 2 less marines that he could be getting, or 2/3 of a barracks. mapReGuice just doing a little bit of poking. Gonna see that he does see that bunker has been put down, so probably going to be thinking that his opponent is in a defensive position. Meanwhile, RockyMilis actually getting some Hellions out, and I do like this play. He does know that mapReGuice has created a lot of Zerglings, as we can see here. He has all of these Zerglings, and actually it's not too many Zerglings, but wow, actually mapReGuice throwing down the triple spine crawler. Maybe feeling a little bit scared of any potential big marine or Hellion pushes. Actually, I have to say that I do believe this might be a little bit of an overreaction. Maybe just keep 1, 2 at most, but 3 does seem to be overdoing it a little bit. But meanwhile, mapReGuice just going to grab both those gas. Does have his lair tech up. Would like to see maybe a baneling nest, or actually with this gas saved up, it might be a spire. Oh, no, looks like he is going to go for the baneling nest before the spire. And we do see these Zerglings do see, if mapReGuice is paying attention, all these Hellions are there, and he does, oh my god, he does kill one of the Hellions. If he can get the other one, that would actually be a really big deal. But no, he does bring it down to half health, so this is actually really going to weaken RockyMilis' push. He does lose that Hellion. Can do a lot of damage to those Zerglings, but we do see, oh my god, 18 Zerglings and the Spire on its way. But hold that thought. Oh no, RockyMilis with the accidental just move command runs into the 3 spine crawlers and ends up losing his last Hellion. And these Marines are going to get cleaned up pretty easily, especially with, oh my god, all these Speedlings just flooding in. But if we take a look at the unit counting station, we do see that mapReGuice is leading by a solid 10 workers, and it looks like both players have stopped producing workers. Looks like mapReGuice is also, oh my god, that is so many banelings, 18 banelings on the way, and not really sure what RockyMilis has planned to deal with this. He does not have any vision of this. He's not even really aware that the baneling nest is done. But here come the banelings. Oh my god, we're going to have to see if mapReGuice does decide to go for the bunker. And oh my god, takes out the bunker, and so many banelings are dying right now. I'm not sure it's going to be really close, but mapReGuice taking down all of the army. But at the same time, RockyMilis also fending off that giant baneling force. And mapReGuice definitely invested a lot of his Zerglings and banelings, just economy, and mainly his gas. He had a good 600, 700 gas saved up, and he spent a lot of that getting all of those banelings. But it looks like 26 Zerglings coming out. We're gonna have to see if RockyMilis can really deal with this, as these Speedlings will be able to get across the map in lightning speed. So RockyMilis really might have a hard time defending against this. I think the last, what saved him in the last attack was actually that bunker, which mapReGuice wasted a lot of banelings on. So here come the Zerglings, and we'll end up seeing if mapReGuice does morph them into banelings. I would actually really like it if he morphed them into banelings and maybe just got a few Mutalisks with this high gas and mineral count. He does have that Spire completed, so he could do a really nice multi-prong attack right now. We do see that the RockyMilis is just kind of getting his medevac count up. Doesn't really suspect this. I don't think he saw what was going on, and he still doesn't see it. And these Zerglings are coming around. It looks like mapReGuice might just try and go. Oh my god, just out of vision, just barely. Actually, oh no, he actually does see just a little hint of the baneling. If he notices this, he could actually just move up his ramp and maybe try and position his Hellions to attack these. Oh no! He lets the banelings finish, and this could be a huge mistake for RockyMilis, as we see the banelings coming in and just, oh my god, it just decimates the army of RockyMilis. And now these banelings are just gonna head straight for the mineral line, and this is a great decision. Just gonna completely decimate the economy. Oh my god, RockyMilis left with no workers and decides to leave the game. Not even going to GG, just realizes a bit of a futile effort. But, mapReGuice getting a great win off in that game, coming out 50 supply to 22. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much gonna end it with a let's see. Looks like RockyMilis only had 6 workers left. I can't really blame him too much. As much as people might cry out Terran imbalance about mules, you know, I don't think you can really recover from a 40 worker deficit with mules. But you know, that's gonna wrap this game up. And yeah, looks like a good game. And anyways, this has been Fear Dragon. I hope you enjoyed this game. Feel free to submit replays to me. I'd love to look for more things that, you know, I can cast. And yeah, subscribe to me on YouTube at youtube.com/FearDragon64. You can follow me on Twitch TV at twitch.tv/FearDragon64. And yeah, love to hear any feedback or comments or anything. And this is going to be Fear Dragon signing out. Oh, hold on. I almost forgot, actually. I'd actually be really mad if I didn't use this as, you know, I got this as a birthday present, and it's really important that I use it. Later, guys.